Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am here in the Backyard Shenanigans garden by my 15-gallon bucket stand, and I am trying to squeeze a whole bunch of plants in like a little bit of space. Hi, I'm Healing Means. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a Backyard Shenanigans video. If you've been following my little mini series of Backyard Shenanigans videos, you know that I am trying to, y'all, just start my 2026 garden. So recently I went to the Dixieline spring sales event and seed swap, and I got some plants. I already had before that, and I need to plant them up, y'all. So two of the plants that I have are these two melon plants. They are unknown melon plants. I was lucky enough to get two plants in a pot, so I'm gonna plant these both up. I'm gonna put one in this pot that's already prepared, and it has some of my planting hole fertilizer mix in it. It already has some other fertilizer mix in it. I also put the True Organic indoor and outdoor potting mix, which is a new product, and I'm gonna try this soil for the first time. We're gonna see how it's gonna work, because you also can use it for a seed starting mix according to the bag. One of the melons will go in this pot, and then the other melon will go in this pot, and then in this pot. And I already know, y'all, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I have two old pepper plants that I surely cannot fit in my two grow bags because they already overpacked and full. And then I have this red pepper that I got from Dixieline, so I have that. So I'm gonna put 3 peppers in this 115-gallon pot. It's taller than it is wider, but that's the only pot I have available. This grape pot is for a grape. This is gonna be one melon. This is for another grape, and then that's gonna be for the last melon. I might not be in frame, y'all, and it might not be like perfect, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Like I said, the soil is already in the pots, the fertilizer is already in the pots, my DIY fertilizer mix, everything is already in the pot. All I have to do is get these out of these 1-gallon containers and then put them in the pot. So I'm gonna start with these two melons. I'm gonna separate these and put one in each of these two black pots like I just mentioned. All right, y'all, this is harder than I thought, trying to get the camera and everything all set up. Now these fabric pots, they came in these fabric pots, and then I just sat this in this 1-gallon pot, because you know fabric pots, they do dry up quick, and y'all see like the roots. Can y'all see this? I hope I'm putting this right, because of course the sun is out and I can't see, but you see the roots starting to come through. That's how I know I have to get these out of this fabric pot. So like I said, I'm just going to try to separate these two plants as best I can and get as much roots with each plant as I can. And they kind of right next to each other. Look, a spider already. Please get out the way, sir, because I don't have any gloves on, and I don't have time. It's hot out here, y'all. The sweat is dripping down my back. Y'all ain't need to know that, but I just felt like I need to share. And I'm pretty much just going to divide this down the middle per se, and hopefully not damage the plants too much. As long as I can get a fair amount of roots with each plant, I think I'll be good to go. I'm just peeling down the fabric pot, and this soil is just coming loose. Hold on, y'all. I have a little bit of roots with this one, and then most of the roots came off with this one. So this one I'm just gonna sit over here to the side. This one right here, let me just get my shovel. Most of the soil came off right here. And that makes sense because this is the pot that I had the plant over. But I'm just going to sit this right here. Put the soil around it. Just kind of tamp it in. I want it to be upright. The plants were leaning over because they were going towards the sun. I had them under my patio. Y'all saw that before in previous videos. But that's another reason why I wanted to hurry up and get them out. Oh, wait, other way around. I wanted to get them out of the pot because I could tell that they were, you know, getting too big for the fabric pot. These are part of the grape trellis, y'all, that I still haven't gotten it together. But what I'm gonna do to try to protect these is get my Dollar Tree metal baskets and put that over the top. They're 9-inch baskets, so hopefully I still have a little height where I can, you know, protect these while they're getting adjusted to this pot. I'll be right back. All right, so these are the baskets that I was talking about, coming from the Dollar Tree. I bought these a couple years ago, 9-inch pots. I bought these a few years ago, and I had them stacked up in the garage and kind of forgot about them. And then I saw them, you know, like coming out. People started using them and showing that on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I have these baskets. Why did I stop using them? So now I'm using them again. So just very simply, just place it, you know, right over here. Try not to disturb the leaves like too much. And y'all see, this is gonna outgrow this pretty quickly, but hopefully I can keep it just long enough for the roots to get established in the pot before it actually grows out of the height and the width of this out of this trash can, y'all. I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place because I'm really trying to like get this done. So let's do the other one. Again, I'm trying to get the camera where you can see it and also have enough space where I can actually work. So, oh, look at this. Look what I done did already. All right, here is the melon plant, and just gonna scoop out a little spot in the soil. Try to get it in the middle. Put this soil in around it. Just tamp it down just a little bit, not too much. This one might be too tall already for the trash can, but you know, we're gonna see. So I have it tamped in, and just put the lid on the top, or just put the trash can on the top. Yeah, see, this one already almost too tall. So I mean, it could be a few days and I'm probably gonna have to take the trash can off of this one. This was the larger one. Now I already have my hose over here. Let me make sure it's on shower. It is. Let me just water this in, and I'm watering more, you know, on the soil, not on the plant itself. But I want to water it really well. And what I had been doing for the past few days was watering these containers, you know, watering the soil in the containers. And I normally do that a few days before I sow seeds or before I plant seedlings in a spot, because I don't want the soil below the surface to be bone dry. Because I could water this in and you see the soil is wet on the top and you think it's good to go, and the whole middle and the bottom of the bucket is bone dry. So this one is watered. Let me turn you this way. We'll water this one in. And again, I'm watering toward the base of the plant and watering the soil more than I am watering the leaves. I really don't want to water the leaves at all. If I can help it. You know, sometimes you're going to hit the leaves. Like, it's alright. I just don't want to, like, drown the leaves. And I'm going to come back after I finish doing the peppers down here. And I'm going to water these again. Just to make sure that the soil is well watered. And I'm probably going to come out here every day for the next few days and water. Just to make sure I'm keeping the soil moist. And I'm just watering this one again. Give it like a few seconds and just water this again. Alright, let me reposition the camera. I have my planting hole fertilizer mix. I mentioned this before. So the ingredients are Expert Gardener Triple 10 fertilizer, Espoma Organic 412 0 bone meal, Azomite 0.2 trace minerals, and Impact Organics 0.500 earthworm castings. So that's what's in here. And I'm only putting a little bit. I know this is kind of like a strong fertilizer, but I'm only putting a little bit. And I'm trying to plant these at least the current depth. So about this deep, like the current depth. And y'all, trying to squeeze in here. Trying to squeeze in here is a challenge, y'all. It's a challenge. Let me do this one first. And I hope y'all can see. Now let me see. This one actually has a stick in it. It says, of course I can't read. Oh, y'all, I can't read what that is. Oh, this might be a Megatron. This one might be a Megatron, y'all. I hope so. So one of these, of course, this one is dead. This one still have some kind of life in it. So we're going to try to save what we can. And you see all of these roots. I'm not going to try to pick this out. This is too much. But y'all see how the roots is turning brown? Like healthy roots is white. You see how this is brown? And that's the roots for this one right here. And as I come around, you can see these roots is kind of rough too. But at least they like a cream or beige color. And you can see the plant obviously is still alive. So we're going to see. And let me get a little bit of my fertilizer. Again, not too much. Like, not too much at all. I'm probably not going to even put all of this, which is, what, about a third or fourth of this cup. I'm not even going to put all of it. Just a little bit. And I'm just going to sit this whole thing down in here. That's that one plant. Yo, this is going to be ridiculous packing all of this in here. But I don't have any room. And so I got to put them where I can put them. How you doing? Come on through.
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. All right, y'all. If y'all still there. So, yeah, the pool guy is here working. But I'm not going to get in his way. So now I'm just digging the second hole for this plant. Again, just a little bit of my fertilizer in the planting hole. And let's see what we working with for this one. Yep. Still, roots don't look the best, but it's still alive. So let's see what we can do. I need to dig out a little bit more space. Alright. Y'all know this gonna look rough, but the spot for this plant. And this is the red beauty bell pepper. Hopefully this is focusing and you can see that. And again, I had this in a fabric pot, which was what they gave us at Dixieline, which I really appreciate that. And then when I got home, I just sat it in these plastic 1 gallon nursery pots just to help the plant not to dry out too quickly. And I would say my plan worked. All right. Oh, y'all, I didn't put forgot to put this, so I'm gonna just go around the top. All right, now let's get these tapped in. All right, put the sign right here. So it's possible that one of these might be a Megatron, and I don't know about the other one. And then this one is the red bell pepper. I try to clean up as I go. You know, sometimes. I can't do it every time, but I try sometimes. You know, clean up as I go. I'm pretty sure these are 1 gallon. Yeah, number 1 gallon little fabric pots. Ready Root is the brand. All right, we're going to water these in. And I'm going to see how I'm gonna protect these pepper plants. Y'all know the main one I'm worrying about is this red bell pepper in the front. The ones in the back, I'm going to try to see if I can fit 2 baskets over y'all. But if I can't, we just going to put 1 basket in there and we're going to let the strongest survive. I think I'm only going to be able to fit 1 of the trash cans in. So like I said, I'm going to protect this one and let the other ones pretty much fend for themselves. I think I need to put just a little bit more soil because I see the roots on this one. And I at least just want to cover over the roots. Yeah. That's better. This one, I was just watering this one just a little bit more. And then water this one just a little bit more. Like I said, I'm going to be checking on these daily for like the next few days to make sure that they are okay. So that's it for these plants that I put on the 15-gallon bucket stand. So I have 1 melon, I have another melon, unknown variety, we don't know yet, we'll find out if they make it, and if they grow, we'll find out. And then I have the red bell pepper on the end, possibly a Megatron, and I don't know the other one. Again, we'll see if they survive, if they make it. The next thing I have to do is, y'all, get this grapevine trellis. However I'm gonna make it, however I'm gonna do it, I need to get that up along the back of this fence so I can take these grapes, this one over here and then the other one over here, get them together and get them potted because they are growing like a lot. And I see I have, you know, like some dead foliage and stuff. I'm gonna water them. I don't want them too soaking, sopping wet because once I pull them out the pot, I want the soil to hold together. So when I sit them in these gray pots, I can just sit the whole clump of soil in there, amend around it, fill it up the rest of the way. So The next thing I have to do is fill my starter trays with the seed starter mix that I already have made. So I'm just trying to give y'all a quick update. And I say quick, but y'all know it never be quick. I'm going to try to edit it down so it can be like kind of quick. But I'm just trying to show you the progress that I'm making in my garden with just trying to start it all in 2026. But before I do, yeah, y'all, like, subscribe, and all of that. But I got to get my hose pipe. I'm watering my lemon tree, and I need to move it to my cherry tree behind me. Hold on. All right, y'all. So I have my hose pipe on shower, and I'm running it behind me. I'm doing a deep water on my in-ground fruit trees because I did put some 16 fertilizer around in a little moat that I made. I think you can kind of see it, like right here. So this little moat I kind of made around it, and I put the fertilizer in there, and I watered it yesterday, but I'm doing just a deeper watering today. What I'm doing now is starting to fill up my starter trays with the soil that I made. And check out, I think I did a YouTube short, or it might have been a video on what this soil mix is. So I'm filling up my trays. I already know I'm gonna have to make some more soil. This is definitely not enough, but I just wanted to show you, and hold on, y'all. I just wanted to show you how I fill up my trays. So this soil is moist, and I've been kind of misting, spraying it over the days, because I made this soil probably almost a week ago, y'all, and I'm just now starting to fill up the trays because I got like so much stuff to do. So I fill up the trays until they look like they full, but then I tap the side. I tap to the side, and then that settles the soil down in the cell. And then you can see how after I tap it down, see how it goes down a little bit. I make sure, and I usually go around twice, you know, just to make sure that I get it tapped all the way down. Hopefully you can see this. And then I just go ahead and top it off with a little bit more. Sometimes I tap it again, you know, just to make sure that I have it filled mostly to the top. And then just sit it in this tray. Now, these are the green stalk seed starter tray kits, and you can fit 6 of these in a tray. And they have the handle tray that has the slots in it, so you can water the cells and the water will fall through. But if you want to bottom water your plants, there's the tray under that, and so you can fill that with water, bottom water your trays, and then once all of the water is absorbed, when you see that the cells can't take any more water, then you remove that tray, because you don't want to waterlog your seeds or your seedlings, but you do want to make sure that the soil is moist. And bottom watering helps you, especially in the beginning, to not wash your seeds out of the cell or wash them into the next cell over, especially if you sowing different plants. So it helps you not to wash your seeds into the cell next to it, especially if you're sowing different seeds, different plants or different varieties in the same 6-pack. All right, so this looks good. And then I'm just gonna keep going. I probably have enough. So I did 6. I did this tray is full. And y'all, let me switch this water over to the other side of the tree. And I'm trying to get better and get on a better schedule of fertilizing all of my trees, because y'all know I have 3 trees in the ground. So this is a mini royal cherry tree. I have a dwarf improved Meyer lemon tree, and then I have, it might be a semi-dwarf Fuji apple tree. So those are in the ground, but everything else, all of my other trees, everything else I have, y'all, are in containers. And I am 100% confident that my Royal Lee cherry tree is dead. I have a Royal Crimson that's also in a container. It is doing well. And the Royal family is a low chill family of cherry trees. They need minimum chill hours. So that's good for my area, being in Southern California, zone 10B/11A. Now the Royal Crimson does not need a pollinator. It doesn't have to cross-pollinate with another cherry tree. And the reason why I purchased that one, that's like my in-between, go-between cherry tree. So the Royally is dead. The Mini Royal is in the ground doing well. The Royal Crimson is in a pot doing well. So I need to get another Royally. And I will. I think I'm past the time. I don't think my garden center has any more now. I can see if they can order one. Some of the nurseries further north in the state might still have cherry trees, and I might be able to get them to get me one like that. They'll just ship it down to my local store here, and then I can pick it up. So I have to do that. I keep trying to put that on my mind, y'all. I'm just so much stuff. This definitely is going to be a late garden this year, but better late than never. And I believe the foundation that I have set up and the garden layout that I have set up will do me well for many years to come, if I don't keep changing my mind and always wanting to switch stuff up, y'all. So I'm just gonna finish doing this. I've already recorded the second part of this video, so we're gonna go ahead and switch over to that. And I'm gonna cut off this hose pipe before my water bill drown me. All right, I just wanted to show y'all that one of these bowls of my seed starting mix is enough to fill up 12 trays. So I have 12 seed starting tray cells. So I have 6 on this one, and then I have 6 on this one. So as long as I put 2 cups of perlite, or 2 1-gallon containers of perlite, 2 1-gallon containers of the peat moss, and then I add my few little scoops of, what was it, earthworm castings, and then my couple of scoops of azomite, that'll be enough for me to fill up these other 2 trays. And so I will have, what, 6 times 6 is 36, 72. So I'll have 144 cells to sow my seeds in. I'm gonna try to do another mix before I leave, at least get the mix started, because I do hydrate the mix for the peat moss to let it absorb and just hydrate. And then I wanted to show you, I'm doing this out of order because I already recorded this part first, but you're gonna see this anyway, y'all. I'm gonna get it together. These are the 2 melons. So 1 melon here and then 1 melon here that I got from the Dixieline spring event seed sale. This is the red pepper that I also got from them. These are 2 other peppers, y'all, that I found in one of my 2x8 raised beds, and I know it's tight. 3 peppers in 1 15-gallon bucket. I know y'all, but I had to put the peppers somewhere. And this gray container is for one of my grapes. This gray container is for another grape. This is gonna be a watermelon, cantaloupe, pumpkin, cantaloupe, watermelon. I did put my planting hole mix in the melons and the peppers. So y'all, I'm working on it. I'm gonna try to get some more seed starting mix at least made. Another one of these pans or bowls full, and then I need to get ready for my evening event. I can actually see the progress that I'm making before. Y'all know all the behind the scenes, a lot of hard work, a lot of help. Shout out to everybody who helped me. You know who you are. I'm finally, y'all, the 2026 garden just seemed like it's finally coming together. I probably still won't be sowing seeds until probably Saturday or Sunday. It's Thursday, so it'll be Saturday or Sunday before I start sowing seeds in my seed trays. But at least everything will be set up, and all I have to do is sow the seeds. So after I get all of my seed cell trays full of the seed starting mix, the next thing to do is to put my labels. So I'll determine like how many of each variety of each plant that I'm gonna sow the seeds. I'll label them all up, and then I just have to drop the seeds. Oh, and y'all, so I got some more seeds today. I think these are mostly old seeds, maybe 2023 through 2026. But I got some more seeds today, and I think I'm probably gonna do a haul on the seeds I got today, plus the seeds that I got from Dixie Line last Saturday. So y'all stay tuned for that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for this video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Click that notifications bell. Make sure it is set to all. Like, comment, and share with everyone you know. And until next time, be safe, be well, and be blessed.